So I have a pretty interesting family history. I think that a lot of people might say that, but not a lot of people have the opportunity to actually uncover their family history. My grandfather, my dad's dad, his name is James Edward Rapata Sr. So once he was in the police force, my grandfather, he decided to pull the file on his grandpa, Edward Farr, just to see what kind of stuff he had done. And when he pulled the file, he saw that it was empty, maybe one thing in there, and he just thought, for 30 years of police work, this is awfully odd. So he did some digging and was actually able to stumble across a article about what's called the Secret Six. Now, the Secret Six are 6 very wealthy business owners that pulled and selected police officers and detectives to come onto their team and kind of work off the books. So this was during the time when Chicago gangsters were very prominent, so Al Capone, John Dillinger, and Babyface Nelson, who's one of the lesser-known gangsters. Babyface Nelson is the person of interest for my grandfather because he learned that Edward Farr was pulled by the Secret Six to work on arresting Babyface Nelson. So my grandfather was one of the police officers present at the arresting of Babyface Nelson, which is a big deal because Babyface Nelson was never arrested again, and it's kind of cool to be able to say that your family was a part of the capturing of a famous gangster. My grandfather got very much into going through our family tree, and with his free time, he began kind of delving into our tree and trying to fill in the holes, and he was able to go all the way back to the 1700s. What we've ended up with is this giant binder full of all our family history that he has, and it's the amount of information he has is incredible. I'm just astounded. I have that binder, and I keep it and I read it sometimes, and there's just all this information that we have that hasn't been compiled into anything yet. And I think the hope is that I'll write something or compile it and turn it into a story or a movie or something. I think that inspired me to want to fill in my family tree because my whole mom's side is pretty much empty because nobody remembers anything, and they didn't do a very good job of passing down information. So I think I'm just very inspired by his ability to get so much information about our family on his side that I think it's kind of my duty now to go back and trace my mom's heritage. And we're from Italy. My mom's side is Italian. So I'm trying to find where did we come over from Italy, and then trace back and just find our heritage and our lineage and see where it goes.